Hello there! Today we'll be taking a look at all the rides and attractions in Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm currently working my way through all the 12 Disney parks around the world, so be sure to subscribe to Disney Parks Addict to see the full collection. Animal Kingdom opened on Earth Day, April 22nd, 1998. It is known as a zoological theme park due to the hundreds of species of live animals it exhibits, and it is 580 acres, making it the largest theme park in the world. The park is dedicated and themed entirely around the natural environment and animal conservation, a philosophy once pioneered by Walt Disney himself. I still remember visiting the park in the summer of 1999 and exploring the different themed lands, and I couldn't believe the different types of animals and vegetation within the theme park, and it has created some long-lasting memories for me. I'll be going through all the current attractions, working my way around the park anti-clockwise. Starting with the amazing entrance and walking through the Oasis definitely gives you the strong feeling of nature, seeing the different coves and various animals. Once you make your way through, you come to the awesome reveal of the Tree of Life in Discovery Island. Under the tree is this area's only attraction, the show It's Tough to Be a Bug. This 3D show is based on the underrated and often forgotten A Bug's Life. It took me a few visits to the park to actually see this show, as I was put off by the taunts of my older cousins that you get stung by a bug while watching. But when I actually got to see the show, I thought it was great. The theming of the theater, the 3D and practical effects, and the educational aspects of the show makes it one of the best shows that Disney has produced. Moving round the park into my least favorite area, Dinoland USA. Due to budget cuts while constructing the park, most of this land was a quick fix to offer extra attractions and amusements. Triceratops Spin is just another Dumbo clone to offer something for the younger guests, so I understand I'm not their target audience, but I expect Disney to offer a lot better. Luckily, the other attractions in this area are a lot better, starting with the excellent dark ride, Dinosaur. This has everything I enjoy in an attraction, great theming, fun storyline, and an enjoyable ride overall. You travel back in time to the late Cretaceous period and are given a secret task to bring back one of the dinosaurs. Of course, you encounter many different dinosaurs, including the big and scary kinds. And as you are entering a time near the end of the dinosaurs, it has many meteors falling around you, and it also can be very dark. All this makes for an extremely exciting experience. On the outskirts of Dinoland is the Theater of the Wild, which houses the show Finding Nemo the Musical. This live puppet musical stage show was composed by Robert Lopez and Kristen Anderson Lopez, who have famously gone on to write songs for Frozen and Coco, so you know it's a show of high quality. It's certainly not a show to be missed, and I highly recommend it. Moving on to the next area in the park, the beautiful Asia. It really does feel like you are entering into another world. One thing you can't miss is the Forbidden Mountain, which contains the roller coaster Expedition Everest. You enter into an amazingly themed queue area, transporting you into Nepalese equipment rooms, tea gardens, and a Yeti museum. The roller coaster features a switch track, allowing the train to travel backwards as well as forwards, and also one of the largest and most complex audio animatronic of a Yeti. Unfortunately, a few months after opening, the framing of the Yeti split, so it can no longer move, and is now known as Disco Yeti due to the strobe lighting giving the illusion of movement. The other major attraction in Asia is the Kali River Rapids. Similar to other attractions in the park, this rapids ride continues the message of conservation and environmental protection and deals with illegal logging and habitat destruction. It's a nice way to cool down on a hot day, but there is little chance of actually getting wet, which can be a good or bad thing depending on your preference. For me, it's not as good as the other rapid rides at Disney's California Adventure and Shanghai Disneyland, but still enjoyable. Another amazing thing about Animal Kingdom are of course the animals appearing throughout the park. The Asia area includes the Maharaja Jungle Trek, a short walking trail featuring animals originating from Asian countries. The highlight of this trail are the tigers and the amazing theming throughout the attraction. All the enclosures look natural to the animal's habitat, and at no point does it feel like the animals are caged in or have limited space. The next attraction in Asia comes in the form of a show, Up, a Great Bird Adventure. Originally known as Flights of Wonder, a fun and informative stage show featuring a variety of birds from around the world. It has now been transformed into another bird show starring Russell and Doug from the popular Pixar film Up. Picking up poor reviews at the start of its run, it has gone through a few rewrites. I only saw this show when it first opened and I thought it was okay, but I've heard that it has improved a little. Now moving round to the next land, which is the brilliantly themed Africa. The major attraction in this area is the Kilimanjaro Safaris, where guests can take an expedition to see African species in the savanna, rivers, and rocky hills. The total area of this attraction is actually bigger than the whole of the Magic Kingdom, and you get to see hippos, rhinos, giraffes, and of course lions. You can ride this attraction multiple times and still find something new to see. To see the most animal activity, sunrise and sunset are the best times to ride this safari. The other exploration trail in the park is in the Africa land and is called Gorilla Falls Exploration Trail. It features some of the animals from Kilimanjaro Safaris as well as gorillas and other species. It also includes an aviary showcasing a variety of birds. It's a nice way to relax and take in some nature away from some of the louder areas in the park. I prefer the other nature trail in Asia, but this is still worthwhile. The final attraction in Africa is the wonderful show that is the Festival of the Lion King. Set in a round theatre featuring a variety of puppetry, acrobatics, fire and aerial dancing, as well as all the popular songs from the original movie. This is a show not to be missed. You can't help singing along, and they even have an audience participation segment which allows the children to join in and become part of the show. It's definitely one of the best shows at any of the Disney parks. Although this next attraction's entrance is within the Africa area, I consider it to be a standalone area or land as you need to take transportation to get there. It is of course Rafikes Planet Watch. To get there, you have to hop on the Wildlife Express train, which allows you to see a bit of the Animal Kingdom backlot, including some animal holding buildings, which is interesting in itself. Rafikes Planet Watch focuses on Disney's work with animal conservation and protection of endangered species. You can find some of these rare animals on display, as well as a veterinary examination room, which allows you to watch and communicate with some of the staff working with the animals. There is also a small petting zoo featuring goats and other domesticated animals, and they have just added an animation experience, which teaches you how to draw a popular Disney character. It's a nice change of pace from the hustle and bustle of the theme park and allows people to learn something new. Finally, we come to the newest and final land in the park. Pandora, the World of Avatar, opened in 2017 to wide acclaim. And I have to say, the land is spectacular and so immersive, unlike I've ever seen before. There are currently 2 rides in this land, and I'll start with the minor attraction, the Navi River Journey. This short dark ride takes you through the forest of Pandora, showcasing the native animals and bioluminescent flora. It's a pleasant ride and features the best audio animatronic that Disney has ever created. But it is just that, pleasant. It's not particularly exciting, no storyline, no conflicts, just a pleasant trip through a fictional forest. We now come to the second ride in Pandora and the last attraction on this list, Avatar Flight of Passage. This is a 3D flying simulator which allows guests to take flight on a native mountain banshee and soar across the landscape of Pandora. I followed the construction of this attraction with great interest, watched and read many reviews of people's first reactions, so I really couldn't wait to try it out. The queue line was fantastic, the pre-show helped to build up the attraction, and I can't deny that it uses some of the best technology that I have ever experienced. But for me, it just doesn't live up to the hype. I thought the visuals were breathtaking and was an enjoyable experience overall, but I was left underwhelmed. I feel the attraction could have added more conflicts or problems that become resolved by the end of your ride through, and would have made for a more exciting experience. Some people claim it is the greatest attraction Disney has ever created, but for me, it's not even the best in the park. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, consider subscribing to this channel and check out my previous videos on other Disney parks, as well as more videos coming in the future. Thanks for taking the time to watch my views on these different attractions, and if you would like to help me out, hitting the like button will help more people to see my content and will motivate me to produce more videos in the future. Thank you for watching.